What's up guys, Monster coming at you with some more multiverse videos, but today's a very different type of video. So I've already tried to record this one time where I was just talking way too much and just the recording was also messing up with how the video was doing. And just to make things simple, this is going to be coverage of my run in a tournament, a multiverse 2v2 tournament with my homie Joe. There was a whole lot going on this day. We basically entered this tournament at the last minute, finding out that the day that we entered the tournament for the second time, because the first time we pulled out because Rick wasn't allowed. The second time now that we entered this tournament, we find out it's today and not the next day. We thought it was going to be on Sunday. We found out about this Saturday. We find out no, it's on Saturday at 6 o'clock instead of Sunday 6 o'clock. So now we have to get ready to play today. So all that happens, we find out we gotta play the tournament today. A whole lot of technical stuff happens around 6 o'clock, so now the tournament starts at 7 because the website was having a bunch of problems and a whole bunch of other stuff. So basically, this is gonna be the first set of the tournament, our first match in pools against a Steven and a Harley Quinn. I'm playing Bugs, Joe's playing Rick, and basically this is our first match. Now I'm not really gonna pause it too much. I'm mainly looking over this to see what I was doing wrong, and I would also like for if you guys want to give me feedback on stuff you think I did wrong and can improve on, let me know, because I'm looking at this from a learning experience. This is my first ever tournament and my first ever multiverse tournament, let alone Smash like tournament, because I played Smash Bros but I never played it online. I always played it locally, and I definitely never was competing against other people online like that. So now with Multiversus, that's different. I've competed against people a lot more online, but this is the first ever tournament where I found out later that we were actually playing against some very high skilled players, and as you can see right there, I just got walked off the stage by that Steven. I found out that he likes to do that a lot. He likes to just do that up move and just knock you up towards the ceiling. Now I had an easy spike right there and you saw me hit it, and I just couldn't capitalize on it and kill him. I also found out with that bubble move with the line that Steven can detonate that line in the bubble at any time. I never knew that because I don't fight Stevens that often, so I was learning a lot during this set with them. Yeah, it was just a very new experience because, like I said, I fought a lot of Harleys. I don't fight a lot of Stevens. I also fucked up another spike right there that could have been very crucial in changing the tides of this match. But I found going into this, that was a really good up special by me, or not up special, a very good up attack by me to kill that Steven. One thing I definitely look back on is that I was fucking up on a lot of shit. Like right here, it's 2-2. I'm high damage. Joe's relatively high. He's midway. But right now, I'm trying to do my best to stay away and not die. And we're just trying to get some damage on them. I get bubbled. One thing they like to do when they bubble people is they like to then chase you. Being you and your teammate, they like to chase your teammate to try to do damage to them and stack the damage on them. That Steven, even with attack DK, still killed me with that move. So now it's 1-1. We're trying to bring this back, get a kill, make it even, and then just do what we can. I didn't fast fall right there. I could have spiked Harley and I fucked it up. Now Harley's gonna run over there to go help her teammate. I'm trying to hit Harley and failing spectacularly, and that leads to Rick dying, and it's now 1-0 in the set. Just overall, to pause it right here to analyze that match, I was not doing enough damage to them. Neither was Joe, but it was mainly me not really hitting them with many things. They're dodging my projectiles. They're putting a lot of damage on me and Joe and just going for the easy KOs. They're gonna push you up towards the top of the map, and either you're gonna execute and come back, or you're just gonna flat out die. That was a lot of what was fucking us up in that very first match. Now, just to get everything composed and together, This is the second match. So we're 1-0 right now. A loss right here takes us into losers. A win makes it 1-1, and then we can go and try to compete and stay in winners. Now, excuse me. Now, we're playing on, I think it was Sky Arena specifically, because we banned most of the other maps, and so this was just one of the ones that was left. Because, you know, me and Joe went into this banning like Tree Fort and Bat Arena. That was, or Bat Cave. Those were like the mains when we were trying to just make sure we did not play on, because those maps are a disaster for us normally. But as you can see, it's 0-0 right now, no kills. Me being the highest damage person, them being relatively fresh, and then I just died to Steven. That's a theme of this video. Steven just hits me with that up attack, and I just die so easily to it. So now you see they're chasing Joe because they like to double team you. They like to stack damage that way. They'll corner you and your teammate and either separate you, or they'll just rush you both together. They're not trying to isolate a 1v1. They're just trying to do as much damage to you as quickly as possible and hit you as much as possible. Right there, I got both of them. That was a very bad opportunity of letting them go, because I could have did a lot more. Broke Harley's armor right there. Harley's at over 100 damage. With me and Joe, one of our strategies was try to isolate the 1v1s, because as you can see, he got the kill that way. And isolating the 1v1 basically was our best shot, because as you can see, they work really well together. And so our thing was, okay, isolate the 1v1s, keep it one person fighting one person fighting the other person, and that'll be our best chance to defeat them. And you can see in the scenarios right there where we were doing it, it was working. We got 2 kills on Steven because the 1v1s were isolated, and, you know, we're trying to keep this to ourselves. Now, when the other person comes and is disrupting that, that's when we normally get a problem. Like right here, you see Harley's trying to go and kill me, and my game was trying to get me killed by having me like do that thing where I like buffer down to the bottom. I stopped them from killing me right there with a really nice time spike. Right there, I went for the rocket, and what happened was, that's not it exactly. Right here. Yeah, I tried to go for the rocket, and you see Steven's coming towards me. What I was trying to do was I was trying to rocket right here, because I see he's coming towards me. I thought he was going to go towards Joe, but he doesn't. He ends up going towards me. I'm thinking the rocket's gonna blow up and hit him in there. And you know, he's like 69, so this has a chance of killing him. What he does is he detonates his line between him and Harley. He detonates it, so that when he detonates it, he blows my rocket up and kills me with it. So now that's just a free kill for him. I was already really high damage, so now it's 3-2, and you know, I gotta try to protect Joe, and I couldn't. Steven hit him up, and it was just a very easy kill for him. Into that second match, it was definitely more even, but it was mainly because Joe was isolating the 1v1s and killing Steven. Throughout this whole tournament, I feel like I was just a weak link, because my projectiles weren't hitting them, and I felt like I was whiffing a lot, which led to them getting free hits on me. And if I did hit them, like I said, in the very first match where I got that spike on Steven and I didn't think he was going to come back to it, I didn't follow one of my own rules, which was if you get that spike, you make sure he's going to die. You go down there with him and commit to, you know, killing him. I didn't do it. I just thought, okay, he's dead. I'm going to run to go help Joe beat Harley. And then, oh, he comes back, and now we could have went into this making it 3-3 right here, and then, you know, they're both high damage. This could have ended very differently, but because I didn't, and because I just was playing so poorly in this first set against them, they got the easy 2-0, and they advance into winners, and we go down to losers. Now after this is something really weird, and the brackets that I'm about to show you will show this. Now what happens is, like I said, they go on to winners, we go down to losers. They go on to winners. I'll show you theirs first. They go to winners and they beat these people, and then they go ahead and go to winners round 2 against these guys. You see a lot of DQs here. What was happening was a lot of people were just not signing in. I'm assuming because they either weren't ready for the tournament, or they thought it might not happen, so they just weren't playing. So what happened is me and Joe go into round 2, or going to losers round 1, and then it's a DQ. Losers round 2 is who was it? Lucky MV. I think they were a guy that fought in the upper part of the bracket that I don't have in this screenshot, but I think that they were up there. We go against them, DQ, they're not here. So then we go into losers round 3, DQ again. So now we're in losers quarterfinals, which is right before you get to top 16. This is the last match in pools, basically. The people that beat us are right here. If they would have won, they go straight to top 16. If they lose, they go to losers quarterfinals, meaning we have to fight them again. And the reason I'm saying this is because obviously you can see they lost, which means we fight them again in losers. And we didn't fight anybody else up until this. So basically, they beat our ass here, 2-0, which I just showed you the set. We didn't fight anybody else in the tournament here. We went in, we're fighting people online to, you know, stay not rusty, and then basically we now have to fight them again in losers quarterfinal. And so these are the loser quarterfinal match. Now what happened here was I was thinking, okay, I struggled so badly in the matchup last time, I'm gonna play Superman. The reason I'm thinking that is gonna make it better is because the one thing with Bug Style was getting me fucked up was I didn't have any armor to try to withstand some of these moves. I fucked up right there, and I accidentally shot my lasers right here. I accidentally shot my lasers, which ended up getting me hit and getting me killed. Joe couldn't do anything to help me because he got bubbled. That was just me accidentally hitting the wrong move right there at that top part of the screen. So that easily 1-0 now because I'm playing like shit. And you see Steven trying to walk me off the stage or walk me to the top of the stage and do it again. Like I said, that's something he was just going for a lot. Now you see right there, I get the spike on Steven or on Harley, and now it's 1-1. I'm playing a lot better. I'm actually getting a kill in this set. Then I die to Harley's mallet. Again, it felt like I just couldn't do anything to these guys. I was just struggling so much to get a hit, and if not get a hit, get to hit the kill. Like right here, right there, that was a very easy kill because what happens is, as you can see, I launch him with my up attack. Right here, I should have automatically waited 1 second to predict the dodge and then grab Steven with my up special. I would grab him, he's 79, I would have thrown him off the map and the score would have been 2-2. What happens is, I hesitated too long, Steven dodges past me, and now I just missed out on an easy kill that Harley wouldn't have been able to do anything about. So now, you know, we're still trying to get a kill to even up the score. I get knocked into Steven, that explosion happens, puts me to the top of the map, and then I die again. So now, as you can see, I've died, I'm pretty sure, 3 times before Joe died once. Because I died right there. I died right here, and then I die right here. So for the people keeping track at home and wondering why I said I was playing like I felt like I was playing shit this entire game, I died 3 times before Joe died once, and Joe was at 100 damage dodging, trying to do his best. We had 1 kill this entire set. I could have very easily made it 2 if I hadn't killed Steven when I highlighted he was up in the air, but legitimately, I died 3 times. That's no excuse. I played poorly. No blame to be thrown on anybody else. They just capitalized on my mistakes and killed me. And it just made it so that now we're in losers finals, loser semifinals. We lose this, we go into the or not go into, we lose this, we're out the tournament. We win this, we get out of pools and go to top 16. But we have to win 2 times, and they only have to win 1 time. Now, this is the set with them after they just won. I switched back to bugs because clearly Superman was not working. I clearly just got killed 3 times, and Joe probably wasn't gonna say it just because he felt like I think he said he didn't play good. No, he was playing better than me. I was playing terribly. Like, just legitimately not playing good. Like, right there, I'm whiffing my mallet and just not hitting anything. And he's trying to, you know, do his best to get a hit on them, and he's struggling too. But for me, it was just, I was playing bad. And I don't know exactly what it was, because a lot of it felt like low-key miss inputs on my part. And some of it might have felt like a little bit of lag, like you see the screen lag for a second there every now and then. I don't know really what to say. It just didn't feel like a good effort altogether. Don't know how Harley didn't die right there, because that would have been great to get it to 1-0 so far. You gotta watch out for that line from Steven, which, like I said, I found out that kills a lot easier than I thought it did. Harley put that box up there, and I saw her do it. She knocked me into it. I could have dodged to the left, but I forgot that box was up there. So now it's 2-0. I almost died there, because if you remember in the first set, you remember how I said sometimes Multiverse does that thing where you'll use some of your recovery options and you'll get knocked off the map, or knocked off the map towards the side. Fuck, I cannot talk. Like right there, you see how my character like jumped down, and I'm trying to like jump, and you see it's bringing me lower. It does that sometimes, so I have to now use my rocket, which I didn't want to use, but I legit was going to die if I didn't. That was one of those things where, like I said, Multiversus just does that, and it pisses me off, because in those scenarios it fucks me up. And you see right here, I'm getting juggled. I'm trying to get away from them, and I just can't. And you can see they're definitely chasing me. I get the kill on Steven, which is good, but now we have to get the kill on Harley to, you know, do something with it. She kills me again, so I think I've died twice now. Joe got the spike there because I clearly was fucking it up. So it's 2-3 now. We definitely can bring this back. We're all low, but the problem is, you see they're just running around getting straight hits on us, and we're not hitting them. Or more specifically, if we do get a hit on them, it doesn't result in anything besides us dying. So now I'm like, okay, I just gotta get away from them. Joe gets the spike. It's 3-3. I'm 80, he's 40. I'm like, okay, I just gotta avoid. I gotta get away from these guys. I'm using my thing right there just to get away from them. I'm trying to also do as much I can to help him. That teleport fucked up my safe. But you see right here, I'm not even trying to engage them when I'm getting to the top of the map. I'm like in the hundreds. I'm just trying to get a hit as best as I can while also avoiding them. As you can see, in some scenarios, it's very peculiar positions I'm putting myself in. But I'm basically just trying to have Joe get them and do as much as he can while avoiding them. And you can see whenever they get the chance, they're trying to double team me just so that they can do it, and I just couldn't dodge them forever. I wanted to help too much, because clearly Joe's struggling to he's trying to isolate a 1v1. Like I said, that was mainly our strategy, because it's one of the things that, you know, we struggle with the most, is when we're both getting overwhelmed by the team. So separate them, isolate the 1v1, and that's normally a path to success. The problem with it being when they're so hard beat on you, when you're that high damage, in these scenarios right here, it was hard for me to do anything. I had to get past him, and right there, I got hit trying to help him by hitting the Harley. I should have just made the initiative to just fully commit to dodging and letting Joe do all the damage, and this could have ended differently. We could have won this set, because this is the closest we came to beating them, and I just made a mistake. I feel like I said, I played poorly. I'm the reason we lost. Joe might not say it, but I'll say it myself. Looking back at this footage, even during it, I knew I was the reason we lost this, but it's just like, I didn't know what to do, because it was just so difficult to try to like get a hit on them. And as you can see, they advanced to top 16. We get dropped out of the tournament from this. So we went all the way to the end of pools and lost to the exact same team that we started against. That was so disheartening and so like just hurt to have happen. But for your first tournament, honestly, it could have went a lot worse. We could have lost the very first match in pools, and then lost the first match in losers round 1-2-0, and then got put straight out. I know we only advanced because people weren't there, but you can't do anything about that. Literally, there were so many teams that were DQing. It was out of our control. The only thing we had control of was these two fights right here, and we lost both of them to the exact same people. There's nothing you can do about that, but just look at the footage, try to become better, and hope that next time you fight them, the result ends differently. Because this could be that thing where, because it was in this tournament and these were the 2 times we went against them, you can look at it like, you run this 10 match 10 times, they might win 4, we might win 5. You never know how it will turn out. But in a tournament setting like this, you only got so many chances to prove yourself, and if you don't, you just don't. That's it. We lost. I played poorly. I feel like I have the most to improve upon. I feel like Joe, he could have done a lot more to help me in some of those scenarios, but in the end of the day, he didn't die as much as I did. I'm the one that I feel like I definitely deserve most of the blame for that. But let me know down in the comments what y'all feel like I could have done better and what I should prioritize to get better, because I definitely want to still enter more tournaments. I definitely feel like we could have did better than this. We could have made it to the top 16 in my opinion. Definitely from our first tournament, would have liked to make it out of pools and get in the top 16, but hey, look, you're not going to win every tournament you go in. You're not going to make it out of pools in every tournament, because there are some really good people. So you just got to roll with the punches and just next time play better. Simply just like that. But alright, I'll see you on the next video. Like this video, subscribe if you're new, and like seeing more of the post commentary, looking back on the type of videos, because I normally don't do post commentary just because I like to talk in the moment and not have like to sit down and think about stuff a lot. But I definitely had to do this because I definitely said I would do a tournament eventually, and now that I've done it and I have the experience from it and I've learned from it, definitely want to do more. If not Multiversus, for sure fighters, because that's definitely a game that I can control myself a lot more in, because in 2v2s, I know I play strictly 2v2s in Multiversus, but in 2v2s, you're at the mercy of you and your teammate. In fighters, you're only at the mercy of yourself and your skill. Because in fighters, yeah, the guy, he could know all these crazy combos, but it's up to you with your neutral and your movement. In this game, it's the same thing, but at the end of the day, if you're getting pressured by the 2 opposing team members, and your teammate can't get in there and get them off you and reset the neutral in a sense, then there's nothing you can do. You're gonna get overwhelmed and get killed very easily. But alright, I'll see you on the next video. Like this video, subscribe to me, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.